Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Sulk stream. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are doing okay. Adjust myself a little bit over there. How's it going? Happy Friday, happy Friday. I hope you guys have big weekend plans. And I hope you guys are going to have a lot of fun out there. Stay safe as always, because I need you. I need every last one of you, and I can't afford to lose cult members at this point. Soon, one day, on my terms. Them's the rules. Them's the breaks. So please accept them. You don't have to. You can get right out of the cult. You're gone. No Kool-Aid for you. No purple blanket. No Nikes. No nothing. You gotta listen to the big guy. The black shirt dude. Or else. Or else. Or else what? I'm not sure. There's going to be no repercussions. There's not going to be any sort of punishments whatsoever, really. But you're going to do it anyway. What makes you get up in the morning? What makes you go to work? What makes you please your boss? What makes you please your teachers? What makes you please your superiors? Whatever that fucking means. Does it help you? Do you make more money doing it? I'm getting to a point here. We've been conditioned to work and work and work. And just like Pavlov's dog, when you ring the bell, they expect to get food, but that doesn't mean they're going to get food. When you work harder, when you put in the extra hours, when you achieve those academic goals, that doesn't mean shit. That just makes you salivate, just like Pavlov's dog. You have been conditioned and you have been manipulated, hypnotized into being a good worker, a cog in a machine that does not care about you whatsoever, doesn't give a shit about you at all. So you should just stop. Just stop. Get rid of your alarm clock, and yeah, maybe your boss is going to be mad, but who is he? Who, you think he's really going to stop paying you? Is he going to fire you? Who gives a shit? You go on, you do something else. You're going to live your life. That's what you should do. You should break the conditioning. You should break the program. And I'm here to do that. So get comfy, get cozy, grab a nice bottle of something strong. If you're working, fuck that noise. If you're driving, please drive safely as always. Get home, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I would deeply appreciate it. Become part of the cult. Become one of my constituents, my congregation, the people on the show. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. This is called I Walked Out of My Job. Enjoy. Did I even put it up? Did I put it up? I didn't put it up. Because I didn't do my job. Just fuck it.
So, I make a lot of videos about getting people fired up about escaping the 9 to 5, about rejecting wage slavery, about taking back your freedom. But today, I want to tell you a story where I actually did escape, except I did it in the most immature, irresponsible way possible.
Good.
I was 18, and I literally ran away from work.
This guy does seem like a nerd, though. I bet he's got a nice PC. I mean, I see it. I see what's going on, but I bet underneath that thing is probably like a 5070, a 5090 or something like TI. Something that, a lot of horsepower behind it.
45 minutes into my shift, I left a note.
Bet
and
you.
I just sprinted out the back door like I just robbed the place. And
Taddy says spite mostly. Yeah. Spite. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
just rage, just anger, just discontentment, right? You're all like, I might as well get up, because if you were to stay home, it would feel weird, wouldn't it? Right? Not that you're sick or any, like, if you're not sick or doing, even if you are sick and you stay home, you feel weird. You feel guilty for doing what you want with your time, which is retarded.
kind of embarrassing. It doesn't really fit the, Tom who has it all figured out image. It's such an embarrassing story that I'm probably not gonna upload this video. Whatever. Let's just do this, okay? I don't even know why I'm sharing this with you. Maybe it's because I want you to know that I'm human, that I have flaws, that this whole wage slavery rebellion thing, it didn't start with some profound realization. It started with a scared, confused kid.
Maybe it started with a drop of acid. That happens to some people. They take a hit of acid and they're all like, why am I here? Why? What is this about? Why do I do this? Sometimes psychedelics are good for you. Sometimes. A lot of the time. A lot of the time.
Take one more day. Now, this was my first bad experience with work, and it's the moment that sort of planted the seed.
Background noise says he's so artsy. I appreciate when people put editing work into their into their videos. I really do. I find editing fascinating. I've done editing. It's boring, and I hate it. But I appreciate good editing. I like that he takes the time to do camera shots. He's got the drone out there. He probably uses really good cameras. He's got nice editing software. He puts work into it. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For everything that I talk about now.
Or what? You better get your ass in there.
So here's what happened.
It better not be being rated right now.
Okay, so this was...
God damn it. God, I can't deal with it right now. I can't
Somewhere
deal with it
after
right
high
now.
school, I did not get into the university, okay? My grades weren't
What do you expect me to do? You jump up and like get back there?
good enough. So
I
while
can't.
I was retaking some courses, I got a job at this massive warehouse selling car parts. I was actually good at getting
Damn
jobs
it.
back then. I had this smooth
Did you have to tell me that? It better be true, because I'm going to fucking kick your ass.
confidence, and I even got my best friend hired. He needed money for a telescope. He was always obsessed with astronomy, and we thought that it would be fine, you know, a pretty easy summer gig.
Isn't it your wife's birthday, Christian? How do you even know that? Did you just pop on?
We needed the money, but that place, it sort of did something to us. 8 hours in the
We've been playing DayZ. We've been playing a lot of DayZ. So, yeah.
information booth, battery acid splashing on our clothes, burning tiny holes through the fabric. By week 2, we just hated it, but we kept showing up because that's what you do, right? Doesn't matter if you hate it. Every morning at 8, first hour, it was all about cleaning and organizing. It was mind-numbing work. And then right before opening, 15-minute coffee break, we'd stand outside the heat, cheap coffee in our hands, and one of us would always say it, man, we should just go to the beach instead. And it sort of started as a joke, but every single morning the joke felt less funny and more like a confession. But I didn't
I'm going to fucking kill you, Christian.
quit that there. That came
I'm going to pull it. I'm going to put a bullet. When we get on, I'm going to put a bullet right between your eyes.
much better.
That's what I'm going to do. Make you do a half-an-hour walk back to the base.
to break inside me. And I remember looking at the older workers there, guys in their 40s.
I was about to get up. I was about to be like, sorry, guys, there's something more important going on.
and 50s, sweaty and exhausted by 9 a.m. They never even looked at us. That should have been a warning. And I thought, is
Son
this
of a
it?
bitch.
Is this what the next 40 years look like? And that was the first time I could sort of feel it, you know, that trapped feeling, like I could see my entire future and it just looked like this, you know? And I remember there was this one guy.
What kind of job is he working? Is it restaurant? Everyone's worked in a restaurant before, right? I have. It sucks. It's not fun. It sucks, dude. It just sucks. It's just a shitty job. We all have shitty jobs. We all get shitty jobs. That's a shitty job. Working in a restaurant is a shitty job.
I honestly don't remember his name, but let's call him Steven. And now he had been there for about 12 years. Every morning, same routine, clock in at 7:58 a.m.
Still mad at you, Christian. I'm not gonna be cooling off about that.
2
I ain't gonna forget that, bro. I'm not gonna forget that.
minutes early, never late, never early enough to seem eager. And one day during a break, I would ask him, do you like working here? And he looked at me like I asked him if he liked breathing. Like it? He laughed. Kid, nobody likes it. You just stop thinking about it. And that sentence...
You worked at a Hooters. It had pros and... Hooters, like, okay, so when did Hooters start hiring ugly chicks? I've seen like fat Hooters chicks. I'm like, why is this? I haven't been to a Hooters in forever, but like the food's not even that good. And the chicks there are mid. They're mid at best. At least at a lot of them.
Just stop.
I don't
stop.
I don't get it.
Thinking about it. That's the trick, isn't it? That's how you survive 40 years in a place like that. You don't overcome the misery. You don't find meaning in it. You just turn off the part of your brain that asks questions. You become numb. And I started watching Steven more carefully after that. The way he would stare at nothing during breaks, the way he would sort of sigh, not out of frustration, but out of something deeper, like resignation, acceptance. He wasn't suffering anymore. He had transcended.
They started hiring ugly chicks in the early 2000s. Yeah, probably because it was like offensive that they would have pretty girls working at a place. Anywhere. Oh, you hired just the pretty ones? Oh, that's so offensive. That means I didn't get hired because I'm ugly. Yeah, yes. Like if I was bad at like being a banker and like I didn't get a banking job because, you know, I was bad at it. Would that be like, I mean, okay, if I wasn't a 7-foot tall black man and I tried out for the NBA and they didn't hire me because I was not a 7-foot tall black man, is that racist? Like, is that offense? No, you're not fit for the job title. You're not fit to be working here, right? This is for pretty girls. You're not one of those. Go work at the DMV or something, okay? Go somewhere else. Don't be offended or be offended, but fuck off regardless. I hate this. I hate this like, oh, we have to tiptoe around everybody these days. Especially fat women. They're annoying.
Suffering, he reached a place beyond that. And that's sort of terrifying.
Freeside says, I'm a pretty girl. Congratulations.
Me more than anything.
I don't think you're a girl at all, though.
Because I could feel it starting in myself. That numbness, that slow shutdown of the part of me that wanted more.
Now he's fucking texting me. Now he's fucking interrupting my show to text me. What do you want? What do you want, Christian? You're thinking about it too much, dude. Can I fucking get back to my show? You're all paranoid because you have to, it's your wife's birthday and you have to take her out and stuff like that. And you're sitting there itching your wrist. Like, is our base going to get raided? We put a lot of work into that. I don't want to not, here, I'll do something for you. There is actually an app that you can get that alerts you with a text to tell you that your base is being raided. I forget what it's called. Go ahead and look it up. That way you can be manic all the time.
No, it was about week 3, I think.
And
I stopped complaining. Week 4, I just stopped imagining other lives. In week 5, I just showed up. I was 18 years old and I was already learning how to stop thinking about it. And that's when I knew that if I would stay much longer, I would become...
Calendar girls? Calendar girls, huh? Calendar girls. Despite says we had quite a few calendar girls. I mean, just whores, dude. They're just whore. Look, dude. There's lots of good-looking chicks out there. There's tons of them, right? And so, like, being an attractive female is not worth a lot, right? That is not the most unique thing you can, right? Being a billionaire, being like the smartest man alive, being a 7-foot tall basketball player. These are unique attributes, right? Being a pretty girl is actually pretty easy. And so there's like, I mean, unless you're fat, right? That it comes down to self-control. But then you're not a pretty girl, right? You fucked that up. You did. But being a pretty girl, specifically girl, is not all that valuable in society. I mean, it is, right? Don't get me wrong. They're in demand. They're a commodity. But, like, as far as the most valuable people, they're usually not. There are those rare cases where you get the, what's her name, Sophie Rain or something like that, who makes, like, $40 bajillion to show her butthole on stream and stuff. But First of all, I don't even know how true that is. And second of all, that's not normal. That's not normal. I don't know how true that is. Do you guys think that's true? Or do you think they're just like paying her to say this to get more women to work in OnlyFans? I understand that. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a lie. Welcome to the Sulk stream. Do you think that's the case? Do you think that's what's going on? Like, she doesn't actually make this sort of money. I'm not saying she doesn't make good money, but like she doesn't make like $5-6 million a month money. You think that's what's going on?
Steven. And 20 years from now, some scared kid would ask me if I liked my job, and I would give him the same dead-eyed answer. You just stop thinking about it. Okay, so Monday morning,
background noise says there was a recent video of some chick caught her faking screenshots of her earnings. Sophie Rain faking screenshots of her earnings. And a lot of people would be like, why would she do that? Why would she lie to millions of people? Well, she's a woman. And also, she could be getting kickbacks from OnlyFans, like the CEOs, to tell people this so they get more people. Look, OnlyFans creators don't make that much. 99% of them make pretty damn near nothing. Well, 98%, let's say. But like, I know at least 90% of them make less than $1,000 a month, which is really sad. It's really, because you show your butthole and like you open up your clam and shit like that for not even millions of people, for like maybe 10 guys. And you know what? Once you become a mom, once that you leave that life behind and stuff like that, oh, somebody's going to do a little Google search. And then your stand-up routine from 10 years ago is going to pop up on the, I mean, your butthole. It never goes away. It's never going to go away. So if you're okay living with that, by all means, flash that vag. But like, be really, 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 really honest with yourself. Is that going to be cool when you have a 16-year-old son and he's all like, Mom, I saw your vagina again today. Mwah. Fantastic work. Oh, you had the glory days back then. I'm sorry for doing all that damage. Or maybe you're still in it.
Coffee break 5 minutes before the store opens. And I said what I always said to my friend. Hey, what if we just did it this time? And my friend looked at me, not laughing.
Onia says it's like the idiots who think Belle Delphine is rich because she's a master at advertising, but showing her ass isn't advertising. She's the one that sold her bathwater, right? And I've seen people drink that bathwater. Hold on, let's bring that up. Hold on. This is Tom Petty. Let's let this cook for a little bit. Drinking Belle Delphine.
Let me run with you tonight. I'll take you on a moonlight ride.
Look at this absolute creature.
Is this the repackaged bathwater? I may have to drink it.
Look at this absolute creature. He's going to chug that bathwater down. That's fucking gross, dude. Dude, she's probably got herpes. But even if she doesn't, you don't know that person. You're going to drink that. Like, bro.
Should I break the seal and drink it? Okay, Belle, I'm going to drink this, and then I'm going to DM you, and you got to tell me what's in here. It's bathwater.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I wouldn't even do that with my wife's bathwater. It's just, oh no, dude. Ew. Ew.
I can taste the soap.
I can taste the soap.
You've drank worse things, Chad. We drank.
Was the bathwater in the jar the same, and it was safe to drink? Was that bath water in the same jar with the anime character? And was it? Yeah, it was. I super glues the anime thing to the bottom of it, so you probably drank some glue fibers, but sure, that won't kill you. If it does, apologies. What an animal. What an absolutely unholy animal.
Glue on the show.
Is this the repackaged bath water I made?
How much was that? That was like $30, right? I don't look. It's not difficult advertising to horny, lonely people. There's a reason they're horny and lonely.
And he looked back at me and he said, yeah, let's do it. And I don't know what happened in that moment. We both just knew we couldn't do one more day, not even one more hour. We did want our boss to think we had been kidnapped, so we came up with this ridiculous plan. We would sneak in, leave a note on his desk saying that we were leaving due to emotional distress, and then we would just run. I know, not
This guy's a good boy. He's like, I have a plan. We're going to leave a note and then we're going to play hooky, right? Just don't come in. That's what I did a bunch. One day, instead of going into work, I just rode a motorcycle all day. I rode my motorcycle and I was like, you know what? It's a nice day. I'm just going to keep doing this. I don't want to go there. It sucks there. I hate it. I'm just going to keep doing this. And I did. And it was fun. I don't regret it.
exactly.
I don't regret
We
doing
slipped
that.
inside, we left the note, and we headed for the back door. And I remember that someone yelled, hey, where are you going? And my friend would
Your mom's ass. That's my response for like 90% of the questions I get around here. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, your mom's ass. Where are you going? Your mom's ass. Which one do you like, this or this one or this one? I like your mom's ass. That way no one asks me questions anymore. Because I don't like them. I don't like questions.
without missing a beat, he was like, oh, I'm just stepping out for a smoke. And the second we got outside, we just ran. We actually ran, like we had just escaped prison. It felt
Actually
that.
ran.
You remember that scene?
Okay, that's so wholesome. He actually ran. He's like, we're free. We're getting out of here, right? It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and what is it, Running Man? I think it's Running. He's got the thing around his neck. We're free, man. We're getting out of here.
In Shawshank Redemption, you know, when Andy Dufresne stands in the rain with his arm wide open after crawling through the sewer. Yeah, that was us. Except that instead of rain, we had sunlight. We ran all the way to the train station. I remember like hearts pounding, and I remember we bought this disposable grill and sausages and beer, and we got on the train laughing like absolute maniacs. And when we got to the beach, we had blue sky, warm sand, waves, and I would feel something that I hadn't felt all summer. Freedom, like
Chillin'.
actual, real freedom.
Chilling. Fucking based. That's what that is. Screw it. They don't care. They don't care. You're 18. They don't care. Right? They might give you a talking to, but after that, no one's going to remember ever. All right? They don't give a shit. They don't care.
And not the kind you talk about, the kind you feel, you know, like in your chest. And I remember our phones wouldn't stop ringing. My friend's phone buzzing on the sand next to the grill. And I looked at him and I was like, you're going to answer that? And he sort of smirked and I was like, nope. And we both burst out
A bunch of nerds.
laughing.
It's adorable. Yeah, it's adorable. You guys are nerds.
But my hands were sort of shaking. It was adrenaline. It was that
These guys are buying Delphine's bathwater these days. You think that's ever going to become like a collector's item? Belle Delphine's bathwater? Or like maybe 100 years to 1,000 years in the future or something like that. A scientist is going to find it and be like, we can clone Belle Delphine. And then they bring her back, right? And then just make her sit in a bathtub producing bathwater because for some reason it became like it's the new Bitcoin, right? So they make her sit in a bathtub for ages. She gets all pruny and shit. She's like, let me die. Please let me die. I'm not supposed to be here. I miss my family. And then you're like, we're your family now. I'm gonna make a movie about it.
thing about freedom, and it only
gonna make a
feels
movie.
real until the phone starts ringing. Now, a few weeks later, we both got
Look at this absolute nerd. I love it. I love this nerd. Big fan, buddy. Big fan. What you're doing, the whole aesthetic you got going, love it. Love it to death.
letters from the company. The company was demanding
Oh,
that
was that weird, Freeside? Was that weird? Sorry. I just have an imagination. I have a dream, you know. I want to resurrect Belle Delphine and force her to sit in a bathtub all day as I just farm bathwater. I just want to be a humble bathwater farmer.
we would come in to settle things or face
That's so much to ask. I just want to drink it. It's going to run down my face, right? I didn't even spill it. That's how good it was in my gullet, right? And I would drink my own pee after that, too, because I wouldn't want to waste a drop.
legal action.
You made me make it weirder. You did that. You did that. I blame you 100% for that addendum.
And we were terrified. So we went back, we sat in this tiny office with our boss and 2 supervisors, I think. And I pulled out my best
Yeah, just like Luke Skywalker, right? In some way.
acting. I told them how sorry we were, how emotionally overwhelmed we'd been,
I won't.
how
I
ashamed
won't.
we felt. It was
I will never change unless they mess with my prescription, I guess.
complete bullshit. We didn't regret
then who
anything.
knows?
But my friend, he couldn't hold it together. Halfway through my fake apology, he started laughing. And my boss turned to him and he was like, "You think this is funny?" And my friend, trying to recover
Onia said Belle Delphine sold signed Bibles, which I found funny. Why? Why? I think it would be funnier if it was like the Quran, but like, it's weird. What was the message behind that? Was it like intentionally ironic? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is there some deeper meaning?
He was like, "Oh, no, I was just
Money?
thinking
Money,
about something else." Now, somehow
Money's good. Money's cool.
we got away with it. We got our full
She's
month.
a future whore of Babylon type. I mean, she's a current whore of Babylon. All these. There's Sophie Raines, the Belle Delphine, the one chick that took on the entire Ottoman Empire into her vagina. I forget. Bonnie Blue. All of them can be classified as whores of Babylon. So yeah, that's the time we live in, and they make millions of dollars, and they think it's fine. I don't. I want to see you burned at the cross, burned at the stake. Either or.
Salary.
Either
We
or.
even got recommendation letters that said that we left due to emotional distress, which, looking back at
Pornography
it
is
wasn't
poison, yeah.
entirely a lie.
It's societal poison, right? It's poison on a mass scale.
Walked out of that office with everything we wanted, and that's when I realized that the cage was always unlocked. I expected
She did do porn, though. She did do porn. Bonnie Blue is not human. Yeah, so Bonnie Blue, I heard a theory that she was an alien collecting DNA samples from human beings, which I thought was really funny because, and I'm not going to go to the cum calculator because that already bit me in the ass. So I'm not going to revisit that whole bit. But yeah, I could definitely see that being the case. Aliens be everywhere, man.
some kind of punishment, but what I got was worse.
Is she Jewish? Bonnie Blue? Is Bonnie Blue Jewish? No.
So proof I'd been afraid of nothing. So that was 20 years ago, and my friend and I, we still talk about that day, and we always say the same thing. It was one of the best days of our lives. Not because we did something noble. We didn't. We left.
Yeah, sign up for my locals. I'll do shit. I'll go to the locals, and I won't be doing that. But I'll do sign up for locals.
Our coworkers hanging.
I'm not gonna be doing that though. All right, we're not gonna be doing a bunch of cum math. We're gonna be doing something, but not bodily fluid calculations.
Ditched responsibility. We lied. But that day showed.
Maybe a little. It depends. It's things get weird sometimes. I can't really control the direction of a lot of these shows.
Showed me something that I wasn't ready to understand yet. For years after, every time I sat in a job interview, I would think about that day, wondering if they could smell it on me, the smell of someone who had run. And it showed me how trapped I already felt,
we
even
got a
before
runner
I really
here.
entered the system. That warehouse was just a preview, a miniature version of adult life, repetitive, meaningless, and soul-crushing. And the moment we ran, the moment we said, I can't do this anymore, something woke up inside of me. That instinct to be free, to say, this isn't worth it. But I thought that was the end of the story. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
So here's the part that still keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty. Even now, even after...
Despite it says I was considering signing up for locals, but that settles it. Nope. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's where the cool kids hang out. You failed. You failed the test. You failed the test, which I'm not surprised about. Is anybody here surprised that despite failed the cool kids test? No, of course not. Of course not.
Everything I've been taught
I bet you can't even play Daisy.
entire life.
Damn, dude, I've been playing that a lot.
That what we did was wrong, immature, irresponsible, and part of me still feels that guilt, that voice saying, you can't do stuff like that. But another part of me wonders, why not? That company, the one that we ran away from, has expanded to over 50 stores in the past 20 years. They're making millions and millions. And me, I never actually faced any real consequences. I got my salary, I got my reference letter.
There you go.
And I went on with my life.
No consequences. No consequences at all. No problems. You got to do what you wanted, and then not only did you not face any repercussions from it, you actually benefited from it. So, I mean, when people tell you to do stuff, tell them no. Tell them no. And they'll saber rattle and give you all kinds of weird threats and like, oh, I'm going to write you up. You could get fired if I do this 3 or 4 more times. Okay, do it. Do it. I don't do it. That's paperwork for you. I don't care. That doesn't affect me. What do I care? Do it. Write me up. And I have been written up. Because I don't fucking care.
That catastrophic
I've been
decision
fired a lot,
I was
though.
so terrified about.
Because I don't give a shit. I don't know. I don't work well with people. I don't work well for people. It's never really been my thing. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do.
It turned out to be nothing. And that just shows you how deep the wage slave programming runs. You see, we've been conditioned to believe that our little rebellions will destroy us.
Okay.
That the system will punish us. That we'll be ruined. But here I am, 20 years later, the company did not collapse. The world kept spinning. Companies fire people without...
Free says I used to say, fuck you, write me up all the time in the military, and they just kept promoting me like Office Space. Yeah, dude. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, okay, fuck you. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm doing it. What are you going to do? You going to write me up? Do it. Look, a lot of people are just trying to assert their dominance, right? They're trying to and they think they can. because like the education system was designed to make people like this, to break their spirits, to break their souls before they go into the workplace. So when somebody tells them, hey, you can't go and do that, they won't, right? They'll be like, oh, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to get in trouble when we do that. Because it's ingrained in your personality. Ever since you started playing like Duck, Duck, Goose in preschool, they told you to sit in a circle, cross your legs, do this, not do that. They started programming you that early. This is why the government gets involved in education so heavily, right? Because they're trying to make these people that won't rebel, people that won't revolt, people that won't even ask questions or step outside the lines. But you don't have to. You can go wherever you want, really. And people, yeah. I mean, like, organizations are going to threaten you. They're going to try to hammer down the nail that's sticking out. But a lot of the time, most of the time, 99% of the time, it is just a hollow, meaningless threat, right? Because they can't do it. They can't do it to everybody, right? They will make examples once or twice or something like that, depending on what organization you work with. But I guess my point is just fuck them. What gives them the right to tell you what to do? Fuck them, dude. Stop. Just stop listening to people. Stop listening to people. Do whatever you want. I mean, you can't afford a house now. A lot of people can. I'm not saying you specifically, but in general, a lot of people can't. They go to work every single day, work 8 hours, 10 hours, fucking sometimes 12 hours a day, going to 2 or 3 jobs, right? And still broke. They're still broke all the time. They might have nicer things that somebody who doesn't work at all. Sure. But that person who doesn't work at all gets to like enjoy their days. It's a real give and take, right? You have to weigh, like, do you want an apartment that buries you in debt and, you know, you constantly have to pay money into your car? Do you just want to like, I'm just going to walk around today. I'm just going to follow this goose. See where the day takes me. That's not everybody's bag, but I understand. I get that. I want to see what that goose is up to too. I don't like this dickhead telling me what to do. And why are they always dickheads? Why are they always dickheads? Always.
Without notice all the time, legally, constantly.
Every rule is made up, yeah.
Nobody blinks. Now, I left without notice once, 20 years ago, and I'm still explaining myself. When a company suddenly fires someone, nobody questions the company's character. It's just...
That's right. Right? You have bills. You have a family. You have obligations and stuff like that. You have a phone bill. You have a car. You have rent to pay or a mortgage or something like that. But a company could just walk up to you any day of the week at any point in your life and be like, you're fired, go away, I never want to see you again. And no one's going to be pissed at the company for that. They're trying to run a business, right? They're trying to run a business. But if you don't show up a couple of days or a week or a month or something like that, they're all like, where you been? Oh, I was not here. And they're going to be like, well, that shows poor work ethic. I'm like, yeah, sure does. Sure does. But fuck you, write me up. All right, you're promoted.
restructuring.
All right.
Business.
It twisted my arm. Dude, it's all games. It's all fucking... I swear we live in a fake economy. Most... Everybody works, right? Most people work. But I swear 90% of jobs are just unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Politicians go into office saying, I'm going to put more jobs out there. Why would you do that? Why would you possibly do that? That's such a fool. I don't want that. I don't want there to be more work to run this society. Look at all these inventions we have. Look at all this technology. We have combine harvesters. We have like light switches and stuff. Like we have robotic taxis, for God's sakes. And you're trying to make more jobs? Why? Why would you do that? Just to keep everybody busy. You know, so they don't get any wild ideas. They don't get a wild hair up their ass to, we're constantly lying to them and taking advantage of them and taking half their money and, kidnapping their kids on occasion. And, we're screwing them as much as we possibly can. So what we're going to do is we're going to just figure out shit for you guys to do. And we're going to just figure shit out, right? Even though it's really, really, really completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Oh, and on top of that, we're going to make everything more expensive. How are you going to do it? Oh, we're just going to print money. Yeah, we can do that too. You guys can just print it. You can just print. I have to work to eat and to like get a roof over my head and shit like that. You guys just print it? Yeah. But it sounds like you're thinking too much. We need to make you a job. Fuck you. Fuck you. Write me up. They're like, I will write you up. And they'll write you up over and over and over again. But here's the thing. Here's the secret. They want you there. They want you at that company. They want you employed. They want you there. Okay? So any threat they give you is completely void. All right? Because if they actually wanted to fire you, they would fucking fire you. They would just straight up fire you, get rid of you on the spot because there's nothing stopping them from doing that. So when they say, I'm going to write you up, be like, suck my ass and my dick. All right? Do the whole fruit bowl. I know you want me here. I know the government wants me here. I know everybody wants me here. Okay? So what's it matter if I fucking take a day off? You want me here. You're going to keep me here. Okay? Now get to the fruit bowl.
But when
Get
I
to
went
it.
out that door at 18, I was irresponsible, immature,
So what? They're going to call you this. Look, people that got the country in $40 trillion in debt will call you irresponsible. They'll do that. They'll give you a credit score and say you don't have good credit. They're going to call you irresponsible after failing time after time. After audit after audit after audit. They're going to call you irresponsible. They're going to call you lazy. They're going to call you good for nothing. Unproductive. Good. Honestly, here's what I think. You should be way more unproductive. Every one of you. And I know you guys are guilty of this because I'm fucking guilty of this too. I feel like I constantly have to get something done. I constantly have to get something done, right? But you don't. No. You should really, it should be a form of meditation where you're like, today, I'm going to try to get as little done as possible. And you're going to have anxiety over it. You're going to be like, oh no, I have this thing I have to do. Oh, I have to make this phone call. I have to send out this email. Oh, well, I might as well do this since I have the time. Don't do any of that. Don't do any of that because this is a form of practice. This is a meditation. Because the more you focus on yourself, the better your life is going to be, right? Your goal is to push out that anxiety. Because it's not real. It's not real. They want you to think that's real. They want you to think that all of these things are real and you really have to do it or you're really screwed. You're not. You're not screwed at all. Everything is going to be completely fine. The worst part of it is the anxiety that you're experiencing in your head because you're constantly thinking of what could go wrong. I better do this now. Or something terrible is going to happen. Something's going to come up. But the worst thing that's going to happen is you freaking out. I have terrible anxiety like that. It takes real work for me to be like, fuck it. It'll work out. And you know what? Every time I do that, it does. It just works out. It just works itself out. It's hard to do. Don't get me wrong. It is hard to do, but you can pull it off. Just be like, I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to deal with that. Something will happen. Something will come up. Everything will be fine. I'm not going to live my life day after day in this weird kind of tense fucking struggle where, like, I'm worrying about things that I literally have no control over. And even the things I do have control over, they seem like busy work. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's busy work. It's trying to keep you under the thumb. It's trying to keep you busy. It's trying to keep you preoccupied so you don't go out and make a better life for yourself. So you don't have the time to think about how screwed you're actually being.
Professional. The employee always carries the shame. The company never does. The programming, it runs so deep that I'm apologizing to you right now for telling.
Freeside says, my ass loves being productive. Just go do yoga at 30 and you'll be all right. No, that's exactly my point. That is exactly my point, dude. You may think you love being productive. And you probably do. Like, in a real sense, it feels good. Like, okay, I got all my shit taken care of today. I'm getting there. I'm actually getting something done. Right? This is a toxic mentality. This is a toxic mentality. Right? Because as you age, you're going to get slower and slower. You're not going to be able to get as much done. And then you're going to look back one day and be like, you're not going to be like, look at all the shit I got done. Look at this paperwork I filed. And look at, no. You're going to want to look back and be like, that was shit. That was a shitty life. That was annoying. That was anxiety inducing. I didn't get to hang out with my kids. I didn't get to go to like barbecues or anything like that because I was constantly getting shit done. I was constantly trying to be a busy little boy, right? Which is exactly what they want you to do. And just getting shit done. You've been conditioned. You've been tricked into being productive. You've been tricked into being productive. Now, I'm not saying productivity is toxic at its core, right? But there is this type of productivity that's not for you. There's productivity for like you and like chasing your dreams and like, oh, I think I'm going to play video games and I'm going to play it really hard today. Or like, I'm going to go to the beach. I better load up the car because I'm going to go to the beach. That kind of productivity is fine. Planning a trip so you can go to like Japan or something like that. That productivity is fine. But constant busy work for the sake of work, just for the, I better get this knocked out so my boss thinks I'm a team player. That's toxic. Your boss doesn't give a shit. He might give you a nice pat on the back and be like, hey, thanks, buddy. But then he's going to forget about it a day, a week later, tops. And what you don't forget about is those wasted hours. It meant nothing to your boss. It meant if you didn't do it, somebody else was going to do it. Not your boss, obviously, but somebody was going to do it. And he's just glad it got done. But if you didn't do it, you would have several extra hours just to do what you want. You know, work on your knitting. Maybe you like wood burning. Do you like wood burning or something like that? I've been wanting to get into blacksmithing. I'm just saying, live your life. I understand work is work. Just like live your life, because you're spending hours. You're giving hours away to somebody who does not appreciate them. You appreciate your hours. You do. Don't you? Your kids appreciate your hours. Your wife, your family, depending, whoever. But you, at the core, you appreciate your time. You value your time, don't you? There's no way your boss values your time as much as you do. That's what I'm getting down to. That's the crux of the argument right there. You have to value your time. Okay? Your boss won't.
You this story. In most places, companies can fire people whenever they want. At will employment. Done. Goodbye. But if a person leaves without notice, suddenly
you shouldn't want to work for other people. You should want to work for your own goals. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, most people don't want to work for other people. Nobody really wants to have a boss, right? Nobody wants to have a boss that they have to kowtow to and like, you know, but most people do. Everybody technically has some sort of boss, but you don't have to. You don't have to have any sort of boss. If you want to, that's fine. That's okay. But the instant that becomes inconvenient, or you can see it actually starting to take a negative effect on your life or your family or your friendships or anything that is more important than that, just recognize that this is not what my life is about, right? Being a mid-level executive at a real estate company is not what my life is about. I actually don't give a shit about that. At a real, true core level, I don't give a shit about that. So as long as you sit there and you reflect on that at your office, and you have your little tchotchkes all over your fucking desk, and you have your pictures, you just get up and leave. You're just going to get up and leave. As you should. Because the whole economy is fake. It's all fake. You're working for fake dollars. I mean, houses don't... A house shouldn't cost $600,000. Your groceries shouldn't cost what they cost, but it's just like they're producing money. They're printing off money. And you're spending your life trying to attain this money that they're printing off. Do you see how that's bullshit? Do you see how that's completely fake? They have you in a trap. It's some weird hamster wheel type of a thing. Just get up and walk away. They can't stop you. They're going to be like, you're going to be poor. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. But in the end, you're probably going to be okay.
Suddenly, there could be legal ramifications, breach of contract, lawsuits. And you know, the part that's really disturbing here is that I've talked to hundreds of people about their jobs, and almost everyone has a version of this story. A moment where they wanted to run, a day where they stared at the exit sign and thought, what if I just left? But they didn't. And when I asked them why, they always say the same thing. I couldn't do that. Not I didn't want to. Not it would have been smart. It was I couldn't. Like if there's some invisible force field at the door, like leaving without permission would trigger an alarm that doesn't exist. That's not laziness. That's not fear of consequences. That's training. From the moment we enter school, we're taught that you just can't leave. You need a permission, a hall pass, a doctor's note, a signed form from your parents. You learn that your time isn't yours, that your body isn't yours, that even your need to use the bathroom requires approval from someone in authority. And then we wonder why adults feel trapped in jobs they hate. We spent 12 years in a system that taught us we need permission to exist. The office is just the final classroom. Now,
he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. And this is what education did to people. And I've known people who just never left the education, right? They went from classroom to classroom, and then they were good at it, and so they stayed in the classroom, never actually going out and achieving anything for themselves because they think it's scary out there, right? So they constantly just go to school, right? Or teach at school just to be in that environment. They're institutionalized. That's just being institutionalized. You were a prisoner for a decade and 2 years. And then when they set you free, you're like, no, it's comfy in here. I got nothing on the outside. That's exactly what happened.
here's what nobody tells you. That permission system, it's not real. It never was. You don't need anyone's approval to leave a job. Legally, in most places, you can walk out right now, today, this second. Sure, there might be consequences, lost income, awkward conversation, a gap on your resume.
That's my sister, 2 bachelors and a master. That's my brother-in-law. That's my brother-in-law. Yeah, he just keeps going back to school. Now he's going for his doctorate. And I'm like, why? Just continuously going back to school, back and going, because it's safe. It's not a real world, right? It is a structured system where you don't actually have to compete with anybody. You just do the things they tell you, and then you get a pat on the back, right? That's not the real world. There's competition in the real world, and that's anxiety inducing. People find this is why so many colleges are so deeply liberal too. They want to stay safe in the pack, together in this enclosed space. They enjoy being prisoners, right? They enjoy being taken care of. That's why all these people are so leftist. That has to be the case, right? That seems like it makes sense. Does that make sense?
Prison,
Yeah.
lawsuits, ruin. No, that threat is a ghost. And most of us spend our entire life.
Arden Shire says, I like Alan Watts' Joker explanation on life. Don't take anything seriously. Alan Watts is an interesting character. I've listened to him a few times. Yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, I just sit around and make jokes, and I've been doing this for years. And you know how much shit I got for that? You know how much shit I got from like my parents and the people around me? Yeah, I'm gonna go and do comedy. They're like, fine. And I did. And it has done nothing but make my life better. It's done nothing but relieve anxiety and just be like, you know what? I'm not going to succeed in your fucking weird little bullshit scenario, all right? I'm not going to be your Gordon Gekko. I'm not going to be your Bill Gates or anything like that. I'm going to fucking walk around and I'm going to crack jokes. And I'm going to try my best to have a good time doing it. I mean, if I'm going to be poor regardless, I will be poor doing the thing I want to do. And it has done nothing but make my life better and better every year I've done it. They don't want you to know this or like think about it. They want you to be afraid. They want you to think about your future. Like they control your future. They are the arbiters of your destiny. They're not. They have no control over you, but they want you to think this. They want you to be controlled by judgment, by embarrassment, by shame, because that's how most of society works. But if you just say fuck it to all of that, it's a lot more freeing. It's good to lose your reputation early. It's good to be an absolute dirt hole fucking loser at the beginning of life. Because then you just don't give a shit. You're not there to impress anybody. You're already a pariah. So you kind of get to do what you want. Then you get to bloom. You get to be the person you should have been all the time, right? A lot of people don't ever get that. A lot of people play by the rules for decade after decade. And you know what? I see these people on my phone. And they're all like, I played by the rules for so long. And I'm screwed now. I'm screwed. I should have taken that chance 30 years ago when I wanted to go start a band or something like that. Or start my own company. But no, I picked safety. I always picked safety. And then one day they just fucking walked to my desk and canned my ass. And now I have nothing. After years and years of doing what they told you, doing the right thing, apparently, right? That's what they want you to think. This is the responsible thing. This is the thing you should be doing. Why? 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 Because it helps you out? Fuck you. Fuck you. So you're not even nice to me. You don't pay me that well. You just sit there and you fucking boss people around because you get an erection for it and then think you're some sort of hotshot genius. Fuck you all day. All day. Get to the fruit bowl. Start eating it.
Lives running away from ghosts. Now, I ran away from that warehouse.
There's no such thing as safety outside a gun. That's actually, yeah, that's a good point.
20 years ago, and the ghost never caught me. But I'm still looking over my shoulder. That's how deep it goes. The cage isn't locked. It never was. We just keep testing the bar.
Thought says there are jobs you can't do without an education, though. Those are the ones worth getting. Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. Okay, fine. You want to be a doctor? Go to Mexico and be a doctor. You're going to do a lot better. You're going to be able to help a lot more people, right? Look, if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or like some sort of engineer, there is education that is required. But a lot of people are regretting that shit too. There's a lot of doctors out there that be like, I regret becoming a doctor. It's actually nothing what I thought it would be. It is paperwork upon paperwork. I'm not helping anybody. I'm literally screwing people because they can't afford to do this or that. Now, go to another fucking country. I wouldn't get one of those jobs. I wouldn't. I'm not interested in that. So, but fine, go there, go. Go. Despite, since you mentioned interest in blacksmithing, I wanted to encourage you. This guy rules. Okay. Yeah, I would like to get into blacksmithing. I think that'd be cool. I'm all like chiseled and like a fucking leather apron, shirtless. Yeah, that'd be badass. Yep, I could see it.
Ugh, guys, I'm so bummed out and sad or whatever.
Freeside says, I know lawyers that made under 80K for several years. Yeah.
There are literally so many people in the comments of the last video really out here thinking this was the sword. Thinking this was my actual attempt at making a sword. I just don't know how it could have been any more clear. I literally wrote it on the thing. I was just checking to see if I could make a sword. This isn't the actual sword. I was just checking to see if I can make one. I swear, guys, sometimes it seems like you're trying to misunderstand me.
Nah, man. I'm here. I'm listening.
Really hurts. Oh well. I'm about 14 years ado on this, so now that I know I can do it, without further ado, let's do this. It starts with one spring. I don't know why. Just kidding. I do know why. It's because truck springs are made of 5160 spring steel, which is an epic steel for making swords out of. All three of these should be spring steel, but I just so happen to use this middle section, which is what I cut my piece out of, as you can see. I cut, I think, 20 inches off of it, or at least just about. Then experts said it would take about 15 days to flatten the curve. I literally did it in 3 heats. Looks like these lab coats forgot to
That's a flatten the curve. Okay, Joe. Yeah, okay.
factor in being built different. And then another trick from good old Man-at-Arms, or it might have been That Works. Can't remember, sorry. When you're working with a bigger piece of steel like this, especially if you don't have an assistant, moving this whole thing around while it's like over 1,000 degrees using only blacksmithing tongs, kind of out of the question. So I got about 1.5 feet of this rebar and I put a bend in it. It makes a really pretty good handle to control the twisting motion, and I'm actually gonna weld this to the bottom here. So while I'm heating up the steel to work it, I can actually keep this cool with some water. And being able to manipulate the steel just straight up with your hand instead of having to fiddle with the tongs and all that, it's gonna make this so much easier. And just in case any of you are bent on misunderstanding me again, this is not the tang. I'm cutting this off after the forging is done. The blade, the shoulder, and the tang will all be one continuous piece of spring steel. You got that, punk? Ooh, dang, you know what? Actually, this is the tang. In fact, this is the whole handle. I'd say this sword's pretty much done. Wow, guys, what
Sweet.
an honor for you
That's
to
actually
see me
pretty
make my
badass.
first sword ever. I hope I had as much fun making it as you did watching it. And remember,
I would be into making a sword. I would be, God, I really want to get into blacksmithing.
until next time, keep
Just sitting there, it seems therapeutic. Just sitting there hammering, making things hot, playing with fire. I'm into fire. I like fire. Cutting things in half. I could do this.
building, builders.
Zach says, "Hi, John. I'm going to sleep with my 22-year-old neighbor tonight, I think." All right. All right. That sounds pretty cool. Oh yeah, Zach, I have to tell you that every time anybody gets an opportunity, they're going to make a gay joke. Despite They're gonna make a gay joke. Onia says, "Does he look good?" You guys can't help you. You guys just can't fucking help yourselves. You can't do it. You just can't. You just can't do it. Everything has to be gay. Well, good for you, Zax. You go get that thing.
I got a lot of fruit to eat. I'll be right back.
Background says, don't let her catch you watching this stream. That, at least for now. Like later on, you can induct her into the society. But for now, I'd be like, you don't want to weird her out. You know? Or you do you. Maybe she's into that weird, freaky stuff. If so, by all means. By all means, sir. Zach says, I'm fairly certain she has a vagina, but you'll be the second to know. If she okay, yeah, keep us informed. Keep us informed on that one. It seems I've been fooled again. Why does it keep happening? By the way, as an aside, fucking your neighbor's not always the best idea. Because if things go south, she knows where you live. And she's close. And she could fuck with you for a long time. There you go. Just something to think about. I'm not saying don't go for it or anything like that. I'm just saying keep in mind that it could get problematic. It could be very problematic as opposed to her being in a different city, right? I'm just letting you know. That could be an issue. That could be an issue. Despite says he's probably right, or he's absolutely right. Yeah, Thought says, yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but you never fuck the neighbor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying you never fuck the neighbor. I mean, it really depends on what we're talking about. If she's smoking hot, and then it's just you kind of have, your hands are tied. Your hands okay, yes, she's my neighbor. This is a terrible, terrible idea. But she is pretty hot. So, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? You can't not do it. We'll all call you gay. Forever. But you can't, wake up to your mailbox on fire either. So, it's a real catch-22. You see what I did there? 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 Thank you. I'm good at this.
So everybody out here asking big questions, talking about what kind of sword are you making, Eli? Will it be an Ulfbert? Will it be a Crusader sword?
I would be it's going to be a sharp, long piece of metal. That's what kind of sword it is. I don't know. I'm not an expert at blacksmithing or even a beginner. But if people ask me that, I would be it'll be a long, sharp piece of metal.
Oh wait, you said it can be full size. It can be a Zweihander. I will tell you right off the bat, no, not gonna be a Zweihander. Hey man, straight up, I'm trying to make a sword type sword right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Big B says you don't know if it's a terrible idea until after you do it. I see where you're coming from. I really do. But sometimes things are a bad idea. Like fucking your 22-year-old neighbor. That seems like it could go wrong. But when you're but my penis. Well, those are both strong arguments. Those are both really strong arguments. So I don't know what I don't know what you should do, Zax. But, please let us know. Please on Monday, please fill this chat with so much tea it'll look like Boston Harbor. Please do that.
Got a blade, handle, that type of thing. I'm not super picky at this point. Maybe I should be. You know what? We'll say it'll be closest to an Wolfbert, all right? But I might want like maybe a longer handle, okay? And the blade might be different too. So Wolfbert, but if it ends up looking nothing like that, just...
Zach says, yeah, but she's not going to be living here long, I don't think. We'll see. So you're going to kill her. Okay. Why? Zax has this whole thing planned out. I'm sorry for underestimating. You're going to bang your neighbor, and then you're going to kill her, and then dump her body in the woods. That's a perfect plan. Okay, you have it worked out. You do what you do.
I understand that was part of the plan too.
Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Is this going to, like, you're going to wrap her body in a rug and toss it off a bridge type of a deal? No judgment here. Okay. Someone screen grab this chat and send it to the police immediately. I like this channel. I'm subbing because I really, really do want to get into blacksmithing. Would you guys buy my swords? Like, if I started making swords, would you guys buy them? Like, this is a Sulk sword, right? Would you buy it? They wouldn't be cheap. They might be like a couple $100 but like, would you guys buy that? I'm sure somebody would buy it. Please do not help him plan out a murder. Big B. Big B says you want at least 7 mil plastic. Pretty sturdy stuff. It's worth the extra cost. Stop that. Stop. Oh, you better hit the hardware store. You're going to want a lot of bleach. No. Let's not do any of that. Let's not. Okay. This is a humble gambling show. All right, this isn't plan your murder. This isn't a plan your murder show. You know. It's a banger track too. Jack says I have a sword collection already. You wouldn't have to twist my arm much on a sword. I'm 44 with no kids. Duh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, Freeside says I forgot we're gambling. 9. Okay, yeah. But a humble gambling. I'm but a humble bathwater merchant, sir. /swordsmith /murder planner. Murder planner. 27. Okay. What is a murder liaison? Murder. There's got to be a better. It's not going to look good on a business card. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. What is a murder planner? Oh, you know. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, you make swords. Yeah, you can use them in your murder. Oh.
Day 2.
So many questions, so many faces I would love to see. I would love to see the face. I would love the questions afterwards. I'd be like, yeah, you got any murders you want planning?
Before that, yesterday I learned the importance of using the horn of the anvil for the stretching. So today we're
I think that actually files under conspiracy to commit, which is a felony.
gonna try to get all that stretching done. Maybe the bevel, maybe the shoulder, and maybe the tang. Pretty much everything except the tiny bit that I did yesterday. I don't know, man. Actually, I do know. Easy work.
No, we're not doing. No. He says 27 is divisible by 9. That's got to be worth something. All right, give me one word to say. No. No, it's not worth anything. No, it's not worth anything. No, it's not worth anything. Forget I said that one word thing. No, it's not worth anything.
Bad boys and 4 girls.
I thought it was going to be a good idea, but I was like, no, it was not a good idea. Because I know you people. I know you people. You're bad people. You guys are bad people. And there it is. Yeah. I'm not going to. No, I can't. I'm on YouTube. I can't say it. Taddy says you don't have to limit yourself to swords. I'll take spiked mace of some sort, maybe a war hammer or a war pick. I have plenty of swords, need different stuff. Now, I wasn't going to limit myself by any means. It's just, I feel like a sword would be easier because it's a sharp piece of metal and I could probably pull that off. I would eventually get more complex with it, I assume. I really like the music. I really like the music. It will kill. I think that show's stupid. Because I could kill somebody with like all types of things. I mean, I could figure out to kill. It doesn't even have to be really sharp.
Well, here we are again. Man, I don't have to say it, but am I gonna? This thing's shaping up. I wasn't trying super hard for the Ulfbert shape. In fact, to be honest, I wasn't really trying at all. It just kind of naturally happened. Shit, boy, hot. Zooey mama. Kind of gets you thinking, maybe there doesn't always have to be problems. Maybe stuff can just be good sometimes. Isn't that a crazy thought? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely learning a whole lot about
I like that thinking. I like that route of thinking. Sometimes it's just like, sometimes shit just works out. It's like the whole point of this show. You know, you don't have to. Not everything has to be perfect. Look at this show. You think this show's perfect? It's not perfect. It's okay. It's getting there. It's getting there.
the blacksmithing
It's
just by
getting there.
doing it. But I think my favorite
FBI's
lesson
here?
that I
Cool.
learned during this whole first part of this project.
Hi, you know me. Sorry, not doing those things.
It's
Sorry.
just to like stop turning everything into a project. Not everything
they're
has to
not
be
here.
like its own episode, and I don't even mean like a YouTube video.
How many people have you killed already, and with what? I haven't killed anybody. I haven't killed anybody. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, I could kill somebody. I mean, I know enough anatomy to be able to kill somebody pretty reasonably. I mean, if they're not fighting back, but even if they are, depending on their size and stuff, I could probably. I have nail clippers here. There's a screwdriver. I'd have to get creative. There's computer duster over there. I could probably insert that into somebody's anus and then pierce it, causing some sort of explosive situation. Anyways, I'm just saying it's possible, right? I don't need a sword to do all my... Oh, there's a sword here. There's a sword in here. Here, I'll go. Hold on. I totally forgot about this sword. There we go. There we are. There we go. I have a sword. And this shit is sharp. This isn't like one of those dull swords. This is a sharp ass. You know what I was saying.
Like a whole episode in your head. Like, for example, the little
I
thing-
could kill 3 guys with a pencil. If they were standing completely still and allowing me to kill them with a pencil. I'm sure I could do that.
that I put on the side of the forge. In the past, as shameful as it is to say,
sword,
that
though.
easily could have been like an entire work day for me. Just when you get into that mindset of like, now what is the best way I can go about
cool.
doing this? Do I have all the supplies to do this? And before I know it, it's 4 o'clock and I've still got a couple of hours of daylight to do it, but then I'm like worn out from all the thinking and I'm like, okay, I'll do it
Did I get this from Loves? No.
tomorrow. But instead, I just kind of changed my mindset about it. I made it more like, you know, you're thirsty, you see a cup of water.
Critical Thought says, I killed 24 school children with a bus. I was driving hammered. You should keep that to yourself.
So what do you do?
You should really not mention that ever again. No, really? Like, I'm sorry. That probably weighs on your conscience a lot. It would mine. Have you ever seen The Machinist?
Sit there and make a plan? No, without even thinking, you grab the cup and you drink. I needed a thing on the side of the forge to support the sword. So you just make it. And then
Freeside says John is a Fed. You think I'm a Fed? Like, do you think I would be a good Fed? Do you think I went to, like, Fed school? Quantico? You think I could be good? You think I'd be good at it? I think I'd be good at it. I think I'd be really good at it, actually. I'd knock on people's door. Be like, open up. I'm a Fed. It needs work. It needs work.
then you have it and you can get back to forge. I know this might be intuitive to a lot of like really hard.
No, I did not buy this at
I'm
Love's.
like, there's a lot of
I forgot where I
toxic
got this.
thought patterns that I'm trying to unlearn.
Amazon,
and
I would
disintegrate for
imagine.
myself. We'll leave it at that. But it's been like what, 10 days since my last video?
No good Feds have. No, the good Feds have Rumble contracts. I have a Rumble contract, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it is technically a contract.
It's just my new mindset are already coming
it
in.
is. They pay me. They send me checks.
The other thing I learned,
So,
anvils are
it's
a lot
true.
bouncier than they look. I almost freaking killed myself hammering the bevels. I've been using that
It's not a
railroad
$20 million fucking Dr. Disrespect contract, but it is a sort of contract.
tie to forge for like forever. So
Fed
that's what my
confirmed, there
brain
we
is
go.
used to. So I'm hammering the bevel and I miss one time and I just straight hit the anvil.
Be a
Boy,
good
that hammer
prison
came
guard.
back at me. It hit my face shield. That's
Thank you. I would. None of you escaped today. And then I leave. We're working on the honor system.
how close it got. I mean, thank God I could not make contact. My forehead is big enough. I don't need it swollen too. So aside from all the really good technique stuff that I'm learning from just, you know, actually blacksmithing, those are the 2 main lessons that I've learned so far. Don't turn everything into a project in your head, and anvils are
Despite says, no, you'd be a terrible Fed. They would take your gun and badge so fast. Yeah, for brutality, most likely. Yeah. For heavy-handed tactics, and they'd be like, "You've gone too far," and I'd be like, "I don't think I've gone far enough. I'm this close, Chief. I'm this close." And they're like, "All right." I'm sorry, I don't think I could be too brutal as a Fed. I think I would do just fine. Okay? They wouldn't be like, "You're just so effective, but damn, your methods are unorthodox and you're I'm up to here and stuff." No, they're not like that. It's not a police department. They're all like, "You got the job done? Then great. I don't care who you killed. Don't tell me."
Hope you guys enjoyed the true part 1 of me forging my first sword ever.
Unnecessary
I think it's turned
tasing.
out pretty epic so far. That's all I got for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I like this channel. I'm gonna hold a sword more. I like it. This is a balanced piece of steel. This is extremely dangerous because, again, this is razor sharp. Like, this is razor ass sharp. So
Ours convict.
I'm going to. You guys remember when I cut that banana out of Jess's hand? And her dad got mad at me because she was like, I could have cut her fingers off.
They're electrified because someone told us that they were when we
John would have doxed himself by now if he was a Fed. Yeah, it's just everyone else doing it.
were 6 years old, and we believed them. Most people never quit. Not because they can't, because they've been trained to believe that they shouldn't. Now let me put...
Thought says I could solve any crime with my cleavage. That's such a woman thing to say. I could cleave any crime with my sword. Now that's a manly thing to say. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet moves.
this in perspective for you. Every single day in the United States alone, over 4 million
I like being silly.
people quit their jobs. That's not a typo. 4 million every day. Quitting isn't rare. It isn't strange. It isn't some dramatic act of rebellion. It's normal. But companies have spent decades building a culture that makes you feel like a traitor for leaving, like you're abandoning your team, like you're selfish, disloyal, ungrateful. Meanwhile, those same companies will lay off thousands of people without warning. Remember when X, laid off half its workforce in 2022?
And it got more effective. Thank you, sir. But I think you got, I was trying to make a point with this video, and I think I got that point across. So now we're going to do what getting killed by fentanyl feels like. Is that cool with everybody? Because I got fentanyl.
Picture this. You're at a party. You don't really party.
So I have the fentanyl on my desk that I can kill you with. I'm kidding. That's obviously a joke. There's not fentanyl on my desk or anywhere in my house.
more of a 2 beers and I'm good person.
I just have to make sure that people know that.
Your friends dragged you out, and now you're on a couch watching everyone have a
I'm waiting for the stream to end suddenly. A lot of blood. A lot of blood. And then I'm just, yep, I got a sword here. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I could stab stuff. Pretty long. It's actually a nice sword. Better be nice. I could definitely fend off some Muslim invaders with this thing. Oh, I should try to kill Liz. Try. I should definitely kill Liz. Come on, it wouldn't even be a challenge.
Then your buddy sits down next to you, pulls out a pill, says
I
it's
show up at his house with my have at thee, right? Kick his ass out of Spain.
says it'll help you relax, stop overthinking, actually enjoy yourself.
Because they didn't invite me to audition. Because my resume doesn't say he, him on it. Because I thought that was gay and retarded.
For once, you say no. Obviously, you don't do drugs.
How do we know he's a man? How do we know that John Porter's a man? Well,
Dare presentation. You know better.
and I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. Just forget it.
And he hits you with it. Bro, everyone here's done it. You trying to be better than us? You scared? Come on, don't be a... And now it's not about the pill anymore. It's about proving
It's about
you're not
being
the lame one.
It's about being
so
cool.
you take it. Oh, hey.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, he's the cool guy. Yeah, I mean, like, the coolest guy at a party is the one who dies. That's the cool guy at a party, right? He went so hard, he died. That's a badass.
Hey there. What's 50 times stronger than heroin and somehow easier to get than a prescription for antibiotics? If you guessed B, fentanyl, you're correct. If you guessed D, also correct, but we're focusing on fentanyl today.
What was
Here's
D?
the fun part.
Your mom's disappointment?
If you guessed B, fentanyl, you're correct. If you guessed D, also correct, but we're focusing on fentanyl today. Here's the fun part. That pill you just took wasn't Xanax.
It kicks some ass. Also, Xanax is really good.
It was pressed fentanyl. Or it was Xanax laced with
It's really, really good.
fentanyl. And the lethal dose is about 2 milligrams. That's the weight of a few grains of salt. You literally cannot see it. Your friend didn't know it was laced. Not because he's secretly Zach Galifianakis trying to roofie the group for a
Galifianakis? It's Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis. I hate the way you said that. Fear me in my sword.
wild weekend in Vegas, just because the guy who pressed these pills in his basement doesn't have FDA quality control. And now you've got about...
Freesa said I expected the stream to end suddenly after the cum calculator ordeal. Yeah, that would have been a good idea, but no. I mean, if I start bleeding a lot, then I'm probably going to have to end the stream. And, like, go to the hospital.
15 to 30 minutes before your body completely shuts down. Let's find out what it feels like when peer pressure kills you. So what exactly is fentanyl? And why is something this deadly being pressed into fake Xanax bars by guys named Kyle?
I'm gonna put this away. I don't trust myself.
Fentanyl's a synthetic opioid, created in 1960 by a Belgian chemist who was probably trying to cure cancer or something noble. Instead, he invented the most efficient way to accidentally kill recreational drug users. Hospitals use it because it's incredibly good at blocking pain. It binds to opioid receptors in your brain and nervous system and basically tells your body, hey, stop feeling things.
Hey bro, you need to stop feeling things.
What? No, why would I?
Okay. It's about 50 times stronger than heroin, 100 times stronger than morphine. The medical dose for pain management is 25 to 100 micrograms. That's 0.025 to 0.1 milligrams. The dose that kills you? 2 milligrams, which means there's
Happy
basically
Friday.
no margin for error. It's like
I am the Jeffro. Happy Friday.
if Tylenol's safe dose was 1 pill and 2 pills made your liver explode. And here's why street fentanyl is Russian roulette. When someone's pressing thousands of pills in bulk, the fentanyl doesn't distribute evenly. 1 pill might have 0.5 milligrams. The next one might have 5 milligrams. Your friend
Nice.
took one last week and was fine.
It's like awesome Russian roulette, right? Like, you could have a good time or you could have a great time. That sounds like fun.
Cool. Congrats to him. You just got the Mega Millions jackpot of bad luck.
Oh, man, now I'm all emotional.
So what does fentanyl do to you? Simple. It floods your opioid receptors, the parts of your brain responsible for pain, pleasure, and breathing, and overwhelms them completely. In a hospital,
Nice.
they give you just enough to block pain while keeping you alive. At this party, you just took enough to block consciousness and respiration, and eventually, your pulse. Buckle up. This gets weird fast.
This next part gets weird.
All right, here's the timeline. Fentanyl moves fast. From the moment that pill hits your stomach to complete system shutdown, about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on dose and body weight.
That is
Let's
pretty
go
quick.
minute by minute. First 5 minutes. You feel amazing.
Yeah, I can take it. No, I can take it.
You are amazing.
Better than you felt in years. Maybe ever. Fentanyl slams into your mu opioid receptors like a freight train made of serotonin and bad decisions. These receptors control pain, but they also control reward and euphoria. Every problem you've been carrying, work, stress,
Gone.
relationship, anxiety,
See, that's why you shouldn't have anxiety, right? What did I tell you guys about having anxiety? You shouldn't do it. Work, you shouldn't do that. Stress, well, if you didn't go to work, you wouldn't have stress. And I can't help the relationship thing, but you have a relationship with me, and it's toxic.
existential dread, it all just evaporates. You feel warm, safe, like you're wrapped in the universe's softest blanket. Your friends are talking to you. You're nodding and smiling. Everything they say is the funniest thing you've ever heard. You're finally relaxed, finally part of the group. Meanwhile, your respiratory rate just dropped from 16 breaths per minute to 10, then 8, then 6. See, fentanyl doesn't just make you feel good. It tells your brainstem, the part that controls automatic functions like breathing, to chill the fuck out. And your brainstem, being a team player, complies. You don't notice. Why
Don't be a team player, right? Don't do that.
would you? You feel incredible. 5 to 10 minutes in,
Despite says opiates don't agree with me, not a fan. Do you puke a lot? Because, yeah, they'll make you puke. They will make you puke. Mm-hmm. But they are the bee's knees, man.
the euphoria is shifting into something heavier. You're not high anymore. You're sedated. Someone asks if you're okay. You try to answer, but the words come out slow, thick, like your tongue forgot how to work.
Invisible.
Your vision's blurring, not in a I need glasses way, in a my brain's not processing visual information correctly way. Sounds are muffled.
Sounds like fun.
Distant, like you're underwater. You're not scared.
Just candy flip like a man. What candy flip is Molly and acid, right? Is that a candy flip?
though. Can't be. Your brain's too oxygen deprived to generate complex emotions like fear. You're just really, really tired.
Big B says breathing is overrated, so thanks, Fed. Well, what if somebody said I had bad breath? And to remedy that, I took a fentanyl pill. No more bad breath, technically.
Your oxygen saturation, amount of oxygen in your blood, has dropped from a healthy 98% to 85%, then to 80%. Your lips are turning blue, your fingernails are gray. Your friends are starting to get concerned, but they're drunk and high, and nobody wants to be the one who ruins the vibe by calling 911 over a guy who's just really stoned. Classic party dilemma, is he dying or is he just British? Fun fact,
I'd rather be dying.
this is the window where Narcan could 100% save you. One spray up the nose and you'd wake up confused, pissed off, and alive. Problem is, nobody at this party has Narcan. Why would they? They're not real drug users. They're just college kids having fun. Guess what happens next? 10 to 15 minutes. You're out, fully unconscious. And this is where things get bad. Your breathing's almost completely stopped. Maybe
No more bad breath, but you shit and pissed yourself? Yeah, but how's that different from a normal party?
one breath every 30 seconds, maybe
I'm not partying until I do the Caitlyn Bennett, all right? And I also have a cute skirt on that, and it just falls out the bottom. It just, blap.
one per minute.
Oh, yeah, well, good time. What are you drinking there, John? No idea.
Brain is
No
suffocating.
idea.
Here's the thing about your brain. It's 2% of your body weight, but uses 20% of your oxygen. It's a resource hog. And right now, it's getting nothing. The parts of your brain responsible for consciousness,
So they put street urchins in boxes and fed them to get all this data science. I mean, yeah, and you're right, it's on purpose. Like, this is not an accident. This is not just like, oh, there's a huge demand for it, so we're making money. It's not grassroots, as you would call it. It is a poison that's being shipped into the country to kill people. I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah.
memory, decision-making, gone. Offline. What's left is just your brainstem trying desperately to keep your heart beating. Your friends are freaking out. Someone's slapping your face. Someone else is yelling your name. You don't respond. Can't respond. You're not there. Finally, someone calls 911. By the way, quick PSA from your dead host. If someone's unresponsive at a party, call 911 immediately. I know you're worried about cops showing up. I know you don't want to get in trouble. But you know what's worse than getting in trouble? Your friend dying on your couch while you Googled, is he just really high or dead? Anyway, back to you dying. 15 to 25 minutes, you've stopped breathing entirely, respiratory arrest. Your oxygen saturation's in free fall. 60%, 50%, 40%.
Has anybody done Fent? Has John made some money tonight? I think I made $10. Yep, $10. It's Friday. Let's not get all hung up about money. Unless you want to give me money, then I am hung up about money.
Your organs are screaming for oxygen.
I did pretty well last night too, so.
Your brain especially. Your heart's trying to compensate. It's beating faster, harder, trying to pump whatever oxygen's left to your brain. But there's nothing to pump.
I know a lot of MD and nurses that have grown so tired of saving these people, they don't want to save. Well, it's the same people coming back in time after time after time, right? And like, they're not paying medical bills. They're just getting high, getting like revived, and then going out and getting completely like just getting high again. Right? So, I mean, what's the point? Maybe you should have like a 3-strike system. If you OD 3 times, that 4th time you come in, it's not happening. It's not happening. The 4th time, it's just, okay, you already had 3 strikes. It's over, bro. Okay? No.
It's like revving an engine with no gas. The system's breaking down. If you're
2 bummer-ass videos. There's not a bummer-ass video. This is why getting killed by fentanyl, it's fun. Fentanyl is fun. Farrell says 12. It's not a bummer. I'm sorry, Despite. What would you like to watch? It is Friday, so I'm open to suggestions. It's Friday. Apparently, Despite doesn't like dying of drugs. 4. What are you lame? Are you not cool? You're not cool. We're all doing drugs here. All right? We're all doing drugs.
You're lucky, and I mean really lucky. Paramedics arrive now. They immediately hit you with Narcan. Start chest compressions.
I mean, background makes you go bring your own Narcan after the 3rd trip. Yeah. So it's, if you overdose once, I feel like you'd be like, all right, maybe I should start carrying Narcan on me, right? But if you do it 2 or 3 times, you're just suicidal. So it's not anybody else's problem. Narcan is cheap too. Narcan, you pick it up at the drugstore. It is cheap.
Bag you manually force air into your lungs. Narcan's a miracle drug. It's an opioid antagonist, kicks the fentanyl off your receptors, and reverses the overdose in seconds. With Narcan, you wake up angry, confused, and in withdrawal, but alive. Without it, your heart stops, and we move to the final stage. 25 to 30 minutes, your heart stops, cardiac arrest. At this point, even if they revive your heart, your brain's been without oxygen for so long.
Critical Thought says, I have had Fent, not done Fent. So what, you're like holding it and you didn't like shove it up your face? Because that's...
That the person you were is gone. You might technically survive. Your body might keep functioning with medical support. But the person who went to that party, who gave
Farrell's actually, like, Farrell's doing something. She's not just complaining about the videos. Despite complaining about the videos, Farrell's doing something about it, right? She's all like, I'm down with people dying. Okay, yeah, we're still here. I'm down with people dying and stuff, but like, here we go. He becomes a huge superhero when he drinks. Okay, this might be funny.
Whenever I black out, I do something good.
A drunken man saves a family in a house fire.
I guess I turn into some sort of superhero?
A drunken civilian has stopped a bank heist, saving hundreds.
Is he a hero or a menace? They're calling him Blackout Man.
They're calling him Blackout Man. I don't know who I am anymore. Wakey, wakey, Blackout Man.
Half the government wants you dead. The other half thinks we can use you.
And guess which side I'm on?
Easy, cop!
The CIA wants me to work for them, honey. I can use my powers for good.
I didn't marry Blackout Man. I married Will.
got your standard six-pack, and you got your hard stuff. Of course, your IV drip for longer missions. And then there's the big gun.
Whoa. Funnel. Haven't used one of these in years.
Wrong hole. Also, wouldn't put your mouth on that. We already tested it on Agent Cobb.
Oh! What the fuck?
I didn't know you'd be working last night.
Working.
Then explain the piss-soaked sheets.
Look,
You leave tomorrow. Oh, 600 to take on the cartel.
and where do I come in?
You pissed in the bed.
You'll be taking them to Margaritaville.
Your daughter drew a picture of her favorite superhero today.
Yes, she drew Blackout.
She drew you, Will. She drew her father.
I'm sorry. No, she meant nothing to me. I swear. Honey, oh, shit.
Everything okay at home?
Not all of us turn into superheroes when we drink. Happy birthday to me.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me there'd be civilians?
Oh, we told Blackout, man.
And he had no problem.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Don't you dare.
I have to.
No, you don't.
This country needs me.
And your daughter needs a father.
I've got no time for this.
Wow, this is deep.
Bullshit. I need your help terminating Moroccan insurgents. God damn it. I'm fucking done.
You know, Konas. Now, if I had to do this, all right. So, my mission is to get wasted as quickly as possible so I can get into action. No problem. No problem. I'll be like, give me 3 double gin and tonics, Hendrix, give me a cucumber garnish, and keep them coming. I'll have those first 3 down in probably 5 to 10 minutes. And then the 4th one is when I really get my superpowers activated. About 10 to 15 minutes, I'll get there. You pick me up in an Uber or a helicopter or whatever like that, and I'll be nice and tight, okay? 20 minutes tops. Yeah, I'll get the thing, right? It'll be a bottle. It'll be a spotlight of a bottle in the sky. And I'll be I'll be drunk by the time I see that anyway, so we're good to go. I would be a good blackout man. Maybe I am a Fed. You guys think?
How'd you find me?
Snap maps. Listen, the Russians say they got a guy who can do twice your damage with half the booze.
Just give me a liter of 151. I'm good. Have I even had 151? First of all, it wouldn't be 151 because 151, you take a shot of that's a different kind of drug. I'm not having a good time on that. Right? I take a shot of 151 and I'm like dizzy. I'm like, ugh. You know what would be good is if you give me a bottle of absinthe. Shit is going down. Shit is happening tonight. Right? You give me a bottle of absinthe, I'll do the whole thing with the sugar cube and and then shit will be going down. Absinthe absolutely wrecks my shit, dude. 2 or 3 of those, I'll be crying on the floor. Maybe I'm not a superhero.
I told you I'm done.
Just think about it.
Just sub.
Oh, and by the way, the Russian called you a lightweight.
Oh. Sazerac cocktail? What is that? What is a Sazerac cocktail?
Forgetting something? Be safe.
Irish car bombs will get you there quickly. Some Kraken rum and a good dark beer would do it. Irish car bombs are all right. They're all right. They curdle in your stomach. I mean, you're doing car bombs. If you're doing car bombs, you're gonna puke. I've never had a night where I did. Well, no, yeah, I have. I've never had a night where I had 1 car bomb. It's always 3 car bombs, and then a bunch of whiskey. So those are hazy. Those are hazy nights.
Out there.
Those are hazy nights.
You don't know about us, right?
No, not at all.
No, Everclear is not going to do that. You take a shot of 151, you take a shot of Everclear, and you're like, that literally hurt. That hurt me. Why would I do that again? I might do it again. But I don't want to do that. That hurts, dude. It's going to sting. It's like, it's too much alcohol. I could do 3 shots of like something nicer, like Patron. You get 3 shots of Patron. I would rather do that than 1 shot of 151 any day.
If I still had my prostate, the things I would do.
To me? Dip me.
Oh no!
Go ahead. Make my day. So this is the great blackout man.
I like how bad guys rushing.
Can't believe I wasted an entire bottle of vodka on you. Blackout man. When all it would have taken is Heineken at 0-0.
He whips out a bottle of Purell. Purell isn't that rubbing alcohol? That's not going to... Patron basic bit. Oh, I'm so sorry, Farrell. I'm so sorry. Look, if I'm drinking tequila, it's going to be like Patron or something like that, right? Which I don't usually do. I don't usually drink tequila. If I'm going out drinking, it's gin and tonics. Gin and tonics. Gin and tonics. Doubles, preferably. Right? One after another. Keep them coming. If you have some sort of specialty cocktail, sure, I'll try that. But that's it, right? I haven't gone out where I'm like, let's do shots in years, okay? I'm way too old for that. I'm an adult now, right? Now I drink to repress my emotions. Well, I did that back then too. So I don't do shots anymore. Unless you guys, wait, no, that's not true either. Because I've done shots on this show. On this show, live. Like a bunch of them. Where my wife had to come in and actually take it away from me. That's you guys. You guys are bad influences on me. Did I do any superhero shit? Did I like lift a car off a little kid or anything like that?
Anyway,
I'm like, sorry, little kid, for crashing this car on you. I'm really drunk. Because that's how it happened.
Yeah. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. No.
I love it.
No.
Love it.
No.
Okay, that's a funny bit. Do you have another one? All right, we'll do that one. If it hits my number, will you do a shot of Purell? Hypothetically, would drinking a shot of Purell hand sanitizer kill me? Hello? Hold on. Hello? Grok. Grok. Hello? Grok. I'll just type it in. I'll type it in. Would drinking Purell hand sanitizer kill me if I only took 1 shot? Okay, I'll give you. I understand you're kidding, and you don't want me to die and shit like that, which is like you're the first person to say that. But I want to see. I'm sorry, I cannot assist with that request as it involves material related to self-harm. Now Grok thinks I'm suicidal. Okay. Hypothetically. What did I land on? 32. It landed on 4. Hypothetically. No. Drinking one shot of legitimate pure oil hand sanitizers would almost certainly not kill you. Ethyl alcohol, which same type of alcohol found in liquor, standard 70% ethyl. It's roughly equivalent to alcohol content to a very strong shot of spirits, but it's a small amount. Okay. Oh, it will make me vomit. It's probably disgusting. You could still get moderately to severely intoxicated depending on your body weight. Severely intoxicated. All right. So I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna die. I don't think Jess would love if I was drinking hand sanitizer on this show.
Gourmet trash and flies for breakfast again.
You know what I missed from before the zombie apocalypse?
If Jess can take instructions, well, we can help her bury you. I don't know. I think she might be mad, dude. If I died doing this show, I think she'd be mad about it.
Water slides.
Yeah, you know what I meant?
Despite says call 811 before you dig. Yeah, I'm burying a body. I just want to know if there's any like Ethernet cables or like propane lines down there. No? Okay, great.
My daughter.
Anyways, it's Friday. It's Friday, guys. Thank you so much for being here and being fantastic cult members. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for all your support and love, which I assume is sincere. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Yep, I'll see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys get out there and make me proud. You know you do. You know you do. You handsome, beautiful, beautiful, sexy sons of bitches. I love you so much. Anyways, I'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves, because I care about you too. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster 2, government lies they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.